and welcome to our daily news program. In today's headlines,
President Trương Tân Sang meets with outstanding business people on Vietnamese Entrepreneurs Day. The 14th Francophone Summit in Congo underscores the role of Francophone and values of the French language. Artists keen to preserve traditional opera, even when it is gradually losing its charm among young audiences.
President Trương Tân Sang has underlined the role and position of businesses and entrepreneurs in party documents and resolutions and in society at a meeting marking Vietnamese Entrepreneurs Day in Hanoi on October 13th.
Over the past years, the business people community has developed strongly, making significant contributions to realizing national socio-economic development plans and strategies, ensuring national defense and security, and expanding foreign relations, President Sang said. They have also lent a helping hand with the generation of jobs, the addressing of social welfare issues, and the fight against poverty, thus strengthening the great national unity bloc, he elaborated. As regional and global integration becomes more intensive, local businesses should be proactive and creative to grasp opportunities when they come, renovate technology, reform governance models, and improve the quality of human resources, he noted. He affirmed the party and state's continued creation of conditions for businesses to stabilize production and surmount difficulties. At the event, businesses proposed that the government reduce land and corporate taxes, among other measures, to help them weather difficulties. In the past 9 months of this year, about 40,000 businesses had filed for bankruptcy or suspended operations. Many others have been operating in difficulties.
Vietnamese entrepreneurs in Laos have been well involved in preserving and developing the special friendship between the two countries. It was said at a get-together to celebrate the Vietnamese Entrepreneurs Day in Vientiane on October 13th.
Vietnamese businesses have practically engaged in reducing poverty in Laos by financing the construction of schools, health clinics, roads and resettlement houses in localities where they have investments. Speaking at a function, both Lao Minister of Industry and Trade Nam Vinh Nha Ket and Vietnamese Ambassador to Laos Ta Minh Châu shared the view that Vietnamese business people have contributed to socio-economic development of both countries. They encouraged them to step up investments in response to the 2012 Vietnam-Laos Friendship and Solidarity Year. By June this year, Vietnamese businesses have poured $3.45 billion in 214 investment projects in Laos, ranking third among 52 countries and territories investing in the landlocked country. A majority of 193 Vietnamese firms currently operating in Laos cast their eyes mainly on energy services and infrastructure.
The role of Francophone and values of French language were underscored at the 14th Francophone Summit that took place in Kinshasa, the Democratic Republic of Congo, on October 13th and 14th. Vice State President Nguyễn Thị Doan attended the event.
The event brought together representatives from 56 official member countries, 19 associate states and observers, as well as honorary guests from international organizations such as the United Nations and the African Union. The two-day summit offered opportunities for member countries to highlight the role of the Francophone community as well as values of the French language in the global activities. It also gathered support for Africa's role in the French-speaking community and global governance. Opening the ceremony, French President François Hollande pointed out that in its future development course, the Francophone community is still challenged by how to solve conflicts, reduce poverty, ensure food security, minimize the impacts of the global economic financial crisis, manage natural resources, and protect the environment.
Australia is mentioned as one of key tourism markets that Vietnam will focus on tapping from now to 2020, according to Vietnam Tourism Development Strategy with a vision towards 2030.
In realizing the strategy, promotion days for Vietnam's hospitality industry were held in Melbourne and Sydney on October 10 and 12. It introduced the country's cultural identities, people and places of interest, as well as visa application procedures. The event looked to bring more Australians to Vietnam in the future. It was attended by not only Australian people, travel agencies and airline representatives, but also the press. In 2011, 290,000 Australians visited Vietnam, placing their country the 7th in the top 10 countries with largest number of visitors to Vietnam, according to the Vietnam Administration for Tourism. The promotion program was part of the 2012 National Program on Tourism Promotion.
All custom departments in Vietnam will go online over the next 3 years, is said in a Ministry of Finance plan to develop the information technology sector.
The new procedure is expected to speed up import, export, and commercial activities for businesses and customs offices. In the period, 85% of all custom declaration forms will be conducted via e-portal, and the ministry will continue to expand online import-export tax collection to the 33 custom departments nationwide. By the end of next year, at least 60% of total import and export taxes will be collected through e-banking. In addition, a customs information system will also be set up. In the first 6 months of 2012, e-customs procedures were processed by 55,000 enterprises using a total of 2 million declaration forms. The procedures are already reported to be bringing benefits to both businesses and customs officials, contributing to the reform of customs administration.
Vietnamese traditional opera, known dramatically as Chao, is gradually losing its charm amongst young audiences with the emergence of various other art forms. Even so, many artists still devote their time to preserving the traditional folk art.
In order to stage Chao, a unique distinctive genre of opera of Vietnam, the artist must first rehearse for up to 2 months. However, their hard working seemingly gains slight interest from audiences. It is not only Chao, as other kinds of folk arts are also finding it hard to attract young audiences. But our performers are determined to bring more creative and interesting show to audiences before long. The Chao artists toiled to keep the essence of Chao as well as add new features to satisfy today's audiences. Many successful plays have impressed the audience like Quan Âm Thị Kính, Goddess of Mercy, Quan Lớn Về Làng, Top Mountains Visits Village, or Shita. That's why Chao still holds its own with spectators. Each play carries its own message from which we can learn. I'm sure that young people will enjoy seeing this kind of production. Support from Chao lovers truly a sort of encouragement for performers to keep up with their careers and promote their special style of folk art. I have worked for the Hanoi Chao Theatre for 5 years. I took up this career because I was born in Tai Binh Province, the birthplace of Chao. It has been in my blood since I was a child. I got very discouraged once because it's only attracted a few people. Yet, whenever I am applauded for performing Chao around the country, I get excited and enthusiastic about preserving the art. Hanoi Chao Theatre is working out plans to encourage more pupils and students, especially first and second graders, to learn more about this traditional opera and its charming melody. We plan to stage new performances adapted to fairy tales to make things interesting so kids can grow up knowing that it is essential to preserve this kind of folk art.
That comes to the end of our program today. I'm Ngọc Hà and the rest of the team. Thanks for watching. And please tune in the program throughout the week for more updated news.